Hello. Well, again, welcome to daylight savings time. I would say that it has caught up to me because all I can think about is crawling under the covers and having a good lie in. But I thought, just on the off chance anyone came on tonight, I would do a couple of readings. And if no one does, that's great. It's just giving me more practice as in how to present this. And while I'm waiting, I thought I'd go through a few things. Hi, Cheyenne. And just a couple of the cards. We have 21 major cards. And the major cards are the ones that basically, these are pretty well cemented in legend as to what is happening. And the other portion of them is they relate to the month of the year. Then we have 4 sets of minors. We have the wands, we have the cups, we have the pentacles, and we have the swords. And each one of them represents something different. Hello, Faye. Hello, Kathy. And what happens is when you're laying the cards, it really depends on where you lay the cards and what's laid next to it to actually tell a story. So think of tarot cards. They actually used to be a game, but now they're more like a directional storyboard. And it tells a story as you lay the cards. And so sometimes you need to lay a lot of cards. Other times you just need to lay a few cards. But for tonight, I'll probably stay on for 15, 20 minutes tonight. I'm not going to do it an hour. But since I have 4 of you on, I will start pulling cards. And I think I'll pull 2 for each person tonight, starting with Cheyenne. And hello, Connie. You're new here? Okay, let me shuffle the cards first. Cheyenne, I don't really need cards to do this, but I know people like the cards. But I see changes ahead. And as the changes happen, sometimes we're hesitant because change is difficult for almost everyone, even myself at times. Didn't used to be when I was younger. But as I get older, I notice that change becomes a little harder to do. Packing up, moving things, removing things. It gets difficult, but Cheyenne, as you're a younger person, you've got some changes happening for you. And in the process of these changes, they're saying to go with the flow. So you've got 2 major, which means no matter how I look at these changes are going to happen around you. One is home-wise, and this could be education. It could be you looking at altering your bedroom, something around the home. Okay, and it may not even be you doing the altering. Okay, and the other one is more a financial one because of sunflowers. And it could also be a health card, which means that maybe there's a health issue that you're going to be helping someone look at. You may be finding information, doing Google searches for them. But the thing is, I don't think the health issue is for you. I feel like it's connected to another person, and you may just be helping out. Oh, hi, Connie. As I go down the list, I'll pull cards for you. And Faye, hello, I'm pulling 2 for you. There's the writing card and there's making money. And this is victory, Faye, at the end of a struggle. And it's more about the inner tuning of what you're doing for yourself. But the 7 of Swords or 5 of Swords is about writing. It's about maybe there are people who are not going to appreciate what you have to say, but I really feel, Faye, it needs to be said. So don't hesitate because someone disapproves. This is you, your life. And there's a lot of victory around you this next year. And come September, you may be looking at actually taking a course for yourself. And the course may prove interesting to take. And it could be educational, but it could also be fun. Like something to do with you. Say if you wanted to learn how to make a drum, okay? It could be that. Okay, so Cheyenne, then I am going to say then that maybe it's going to be necessary for you to keep on top of that and make sure that he looks after himself. Okay, Kathy, you have the Knight of Swords, which is a message, and you have the Six of Swords. This is all about communication around you, Kathy. And this communication is with loved ones. So maybe you're talking to your brother and he's moving more into a more acceptance of what's going on with him. I don't see death, in case you're going to ask that question. That's not what I see. I feel as though he's moving into a better way, like it may be rocky, but I do believe, Kathy, his directional course will smooth out and that the results at the end of the day will look better than they appear at the beginning of the day. So have faith, do the prayers, things can work out. So Connie, hi, Linda. You're 57 and you've been a widow for 4 years. Could I ask if the JG sound is connected to your deceased husband? Like in Jim, Joe, could be a first middle name, could be a last name, Joseph, George. If I could ask that question, or if you recognize any of the JG sounds, I would like to know. But Connie, this says that you're coming out and above being a widow. You probably started dating, or at least you've gone out on one date. And this says that you hold everything. You know exactly what you're looking for. You're never going to find the same thing twice, but you can get pretty damn close. And this says to me, Connie, that emotionally you're going to achieve your dreams and desires because you're the one who's putting them out there and you're the one who knows exactly what you want and you're not going to settle for less. So pay attention to what you want inside your life, not what other people want for you, but what counts to you, because that's going to be the most important thing. Hello, Linda. Anne. Faye, honey, there is I think your son's around you right now. I sort of get the feeling I'm supposed to hug Mom, and because you're the only person I know close enough that I could say that to, I'm going to say that I believe your son's around you, Faye, and he'd just like you to know he wants to hug his mom. So I'm going to put that out there for you, honey, and you can decide. Give him a hug yourself. And does the name Larry apply to anyone who's on here? And if they do, please let me know, dead or alive. Linda. Emotionally, you're going to have a discussion with someone within 2 weeks or 2 months. And it really is from the heart. And it feels like you've been sort of either isolated yourself or self-isolation. I'm not 100, and I don't think this has anything to do with COVID, okay? And it just feels like you've been drifting, but that drifting is going to change and it's going to come back around. Okay, well, Connie, just let me finish and I want to comment on that. And it feels, Linda, as though there's something or someone you're going to be talking to, and it actually feels like it's coming back around and that you should take your time. And I don't know who Barbara would be or Jane is to you, Linda, but it could even be two of the people that you're going to be talking to. Okay, hi, Amanda and Bridget. And just 1 minute. You're welcome, Faye. And Connie, no connection, don't follow it, okay? Just keep going because there's a JG around you, and I think that's going to be the person, and when I say around you, coming towards you, who you're going to end up with. So the initial J or G. Okay, Amanda, haven't seen you for a while. I hope everything is fine. And Amanda, let us see what I pull for you. Celebration. Celebration and a set of twins. Okay, and I don't think, Amanda, they mean you're having them. It could be someone around you who's pregnant that's having a set of twins. But May 3rd, there is a celebration, something to be excited about. And I'll give or take on that date because I'm not 100% sure if it's May 3rd, but it just feels like there's all this messages, communications coming towards you, give or take around that date, and embrace the celebration. This could also be a new job. It could be an anniversary. It could be a bridal shower, but it's something to be celebrated. And if there is a legal matter that is yet to be solved, I think it's turning out better than you anticipated. It's not 100% in your guys' favor, but it's definitely going to be better than you thought. Okay, Bridget, let us have a look and see what needs to be said for you. Patience is a virtue. There is a competition, Bridget, that you're up against, whether this is a competition for romance, a competition for job, a competition for a home, competition for work. But there is a competition up and around you, and you need to be patient. You need to put everything into order so that when you present yourself, you're presenting yourself in your best light. And it just feels that the idea or concept is right there at the fingertips, and you can achieve it, but you're going to have to sort of like take a cloth and polish it a little, like you were polishing brass, to actually get what you're after. Hey, Faye, I know this may sound a little crazy, but I keep thinking he keeps saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And I'm not sure, I don't think it's sorry about him dying, even though I know he'd rather be alive. But there's something else about I'm sorry. So I think something's going up right now, and maybe he can't help with it. So I'm just going to say, let you know that he's there to help you. Okay. Okay, Amanda. Okay. Cheyenne, whoever Larry is to you, tell him the answer is no, not yet. Wait till June. Now, free will, remember, totally up to him whether or not he chooses to wait. But somehow I feel whatever he's after is better done in June than it is right now. Hello, Jacqueline. And okay. You're welcome, Connie. And there's a Stephen. Hello. And yeah, I'll get there. Okay, so Jacqueline, you are next. Let us see what we have for you. Ooh, shift or move and balance your money, Jacqueline. This is financial planning to have the money in the future that you are looking for. There is a shift or move around you. And this shift or move, again, can be work-related, home-related, but it looks positive. It looks upbeat. And it looks like you are, there's colors attached to it, and a name, rose, and the red, yellow, and pink are all attached to it. But to me, this looks like a good prospect for you, Jacqueline. Something that maybe you had hoped for, but didn't know if it was going to happen. And it just feels like it's exciting. And there's a matter of the heart. And I don't think it means someone's having a heart attack, Jacqueline. I think it's that there's something going on around you, a matter of the heart. And you have to trust that instinct inside of you, because the more you trust it, the clearer your path becomes. Hello, Stephen. And Connie, you're welcome. Oh, Stephen, you're never tied to anything in particular. It's totally up to you. But this is a gentleman who's above you, sort of think like a boss who's making a decision, and he's laying out the facts, or a father, an older gentleman who's laying out the facts, and he's laying them out A, B, C, D, as though this is the way they are now. How can you improve on the endeavor to make these facts fall into place? So there's a decision you're going to have to make. And whatever the decision is, you're not tied to it. You can change your mind at the last minute if you need to, Stephen. It's not written in stone yet, because there is an opportunity to make an impact on your future endeavors, but it's based on a decision process and how you look at it and how you expedite that process to make it happen for you. Okay, so Bridget, I'm glad you can understand. Is it Dale, my husband? He is saying sorry. It could be. All I know is I keep hearing, I'm sorry. Cheyenne, he's going to be confused, but all right. Well, maybe Cheyenne, before you give him the information, ask him, do you have a decision to make, or is there something you're planning in May that could be postponed till June? Jacqueline, you're welcome. Stephen, you're welcome. Okay, from Marcus, let's have a look. Cheyenne. Okay, Marcus. Wow. I hope new starts, new beginnings for Marcus. And I also feel there's a pregnancy around him. So if this is your boyfriend, please be careful. And bright opportunities being presented within 3 weeks or 3 months, and ones that he is going to have to make a decision about. And it's really got to be a decision of his soul. All right. And Mujib, if you don't mind, please leave the site. We would appreciate you not being on here tonight. You were not invited. Okay. I don't think he feels bad. Okay. Bridget, I think it's just a case of he's sorry. And this would be the opportunity to say it. Okay. Kathy, your sister, if she is depressed, I am going to say the best course of action is for her to talk to a medical profession who knows what they're doing. Okay, because depression is rampant right now, especially with COVID. And I think it's really important that she looks after herself. And the only way she can do it is if she talks to someone who can help her understand how to deal with it. Okay. So that would be my suggestion to her. And I would suggest that to anyone who's depressed, whether it's your sister, any of my family or friends, because depression's a really difficult thing to deal with. And it's hard for most of us to be able to deal with it. Okay. Any other questions that you guys would like to ask? I'll stay on a few more minutes. And if there's anything you'd like to ask, I'm open to answering it. Well, within reason. And I'm hoping this week turns out really nice. It just has this nice sort of relaxed feeling to it. So I hope that's how it goes for everyone this week. And that, we take it a day at a time. We don't rush into it. We don't make a fool's choice on anything, because sometimes when we want things to work out, it can be a little harder to get it to work the way we want it to. Okay. And all right, I don't see any other questions. Oh, wait a minute. So, good. I'm glad she's calling the doctor in the morning. Amanda, I would say that, well, I'm going to say your dad's around you. Okay. That's what it's feeling like right now. So I would definitely say your dad is around you and that he is looking after you. And there's another man around you, but I don't know who he is. I don't know if he's family or if he's a friend or an acquaintance. Okay. Cheyenne, is there another spirit hovering around me? The feeling around the house has been very off. No, I would tell you right now that the house is probably a little quiet. more than you realize.
Sweet turns out really nice. It just has this.
That was interesting. So I would say that the house is a little quiet right now. All right. And Majit, again, please leave the site. Unfortunately, I can't do anything because I can't be on 2 sites at one time. My fingers don't know how to do that. So if anyone can see him, you can block him for me. Kathy, can you pull a card for Jeannie? Yes, I can. She's going to get over it, but she definitely needs medical intervention. Okay. This is a card of hope and an offer. And to me, this is something that she can get over. Okay. And not maybe 100% over, but there's definitely help, whether it's talking to a counselor, the doctor, whatever, there is definitely help on her horizon. Jacqueline, Darcy, one of my dear friends, Colleen, died 3 years ago. Every time her daughter is here, the lights flicker. I think it's Colleen. Any chance you may know? I would say not just the lights. I also get a smell of perfume around you. So I don't think it's just the lights that are going on because of Colleen. I think there are others. So Sava, I think we already said no today about Nikki, so I'm just going to stick to my guns on that one. I do not believe at this particular time you're going to hear from Nikki, and give it a rest. If they're meant to be in touch with you, they will. And Amanda, yes, it could be Frank who's around you. Did he used to play like an instrument? I don't know whether it's a string instrument, like a guitar, a banjo, a fiddle, or whether he played the piano, because I am hearing music too. Jacqueline, did Colleen used to wear, I can smell it, Oscar de la Renta, because that's what I'm smelling right now. And I smell vanilla. So I don't know if that means she cooked as well, but I am getting both of them around you. Thank you, Bridget. Okay, Amanda, could this other spirit be the reason I have a headache off and on for a few days? No, actually. I think your headache is due to barometric pressure. So you guys might be in for a storm. There's a little stress attached to it. It's a church song, Amanda. Like, well, I've got Elvis Presley going to the chapel and we're going to get married. But do you remember the movie 4 Weddings and a Funeral? And there was a song in there, and I swear it's from that movie that I can hear. So, okay. Any other questions? I'm going to take a few more minutes, and then I'm going to say goodnight and let you know we'll be here Tuesday night, Sean and I. Wednesday night is Penelope and I. And I have myself set up for Thursday night, but, you know, that's always open to debate. Oh, nice to know a storm is coming Wednesday. And hopefully it's not as bad as it was. Okay, Jacqueline. I don't know, but I have had the perfume smell here for a while. Okay, I'm pretty sure it is Oscar de la Renta. It could be Chanel No. 5, but doesn't quite have that same scent. Okay. Really weird. I can hear someone else talking. Like another lady talking to me about making sure I have the butter out and I have the ingredients all laid out as though I'm getting ready to bake something. So is one of you about to bake something? Amanda, are you going to be making pies, or Kathy? Because I feel like maybe with the storm coming, you guys should be caught up on the baking. All right. And so be prepared in case the power goes out, basically. Well, ladies and gents, thank you so much for coming on. It's going to be a short evening. I just thought I'd come on, say hello, see how everyone's doing, and do a couple of readings, which I've done. I hope you all have a fantastic week. I look forward to seeing those of you on Tuesday when Sean and I are on. And So I figured Connie was your friend. I really hope you'll have a fantastic evening. May love, joy, peace, and happiness find you all in mysterious ways, and we will see you all on Tuesday. Blessed be everyone, and thank you so much for showing up.